Hey, it's Emily. Firstly, I want to say thank you so much for having me, Arlette. I appreciate that very much. And I am so thankful for all of you guys for being here today. So let's get into it. Alright. Let me know if you can see my screen. Okay. So, as you know, my name is Emily, if you guys don't already know. And I know that a lot of you guys live such busy lives, so thank you for choosing to be here today, right now. It means a lot. Alright, so my name's Emily Lee, and I am a nurse, a personal coach, and a piano teacher. I am the runner-up for the first place position in the Miss Health and Fitness competition. I am also the author of the book, Master It. It's based on my expertise in the art of piano. It's on Amazon, by the way. Anyways, you may not see it, but I am wearing my favorite stethoscope necklace, which is a gift from my boyfriend, and my nursing scrubs today. This is because I love my job as a healthcare professional, and I want to share that with you. Speaking of which, a lot of my students, they call me the piano doctor. Why? There's a very good reason why they call me that. Grab my book. So you know a little bit more about myself. I am pursuing doctorship, in other words, an MD. I want to learn more on how to help people medically. I'm also pursuing psychology as I'm studying health science and psychiatry. Because I want to understand why we do the things we do. And that, my friends, is what health psychology is all about. And I feel my passion in life is to help others. There's a big reason why. If you guys don't already know, I have ADHD. I've learned to engineer it as something that helps me understand more about people and myself. For instance, my dad, who has many accumulating illnesses right now and needs my help desperately. He is the biggest driving force for my big goals in healthcare and Miss Fitness right now. He is my reason, he is my why. So, I hope you guys are still sticking with me and taking all this in. I know that a lot of you are going through many things, and these things we may not be able to see. But what I mean by that is that because we're so busy living, we may not understand why certain things happen to us rather than for us. So now these things sometimes, it's toxic, and we may not know that because we only see through our own eyes. And I get it, I do. I've already lived this kind of life before. I hope that what I'm about to give you, you'll take it all in and use it effectively today. Without further ado, let's get into it. And here I'm going to give you the 6 antidotes to living your healthiest life. Alright, so the first slide is on self-maintenance. What do you think self-maintenance means exactly? You gotta treat your body like a temple and keep your mind free from negativity and temptations. So what is your relationship with yourself? There are some questions I want you to ponder on throughout this presentation, and this is one of them. The next question I want to ask is, what about fitness care? What are you doing with your fitness? And where are you with fitness? Are you happy with how you look and how you feel on a daily basis? How many of you are actually tracking your vitals on a daily basis, like on Apple Watch or Fitbit? And if you're doing that right now, how has that impacted you? If not, again, how has that impacted your life right now? Here's why it is important to check in with yourself daily on your mental, physical, and overall well-being. Do you know if you are malnourished or well-nourished? or have anemia? Do you know your micronutrient levels? You need to know your overall vitals and blood work levels to ensure you are healthy inside and out. Also, do you know much about your DNA? And do you know if you have any recessive genes and family-linked illnesses? There's so much that you may not know about. Why is it important to keep a clean diet and a clean mind? Because the body follows the mind. The clean, optimistic mind does the same. Even on the bad days, they ensure you have a great, terrible day. Bad thing happens to good people, and it's their job to make sure they don't have a terrible bad day. This leads to my next slide. Mental self-care. Here's another deep question for you. How often are you taking care of your mental state or emotional state? How are you choosing to cope with your stress? Good stress or the bad stress? Do you have supportive people that help you understand more about yourself, like professional in healthcare, families, friends, neighbors, coworkers? Well, it's very important to learn about your family history so you understand that what you're facing might be genetic. Some mental disorders are passed down from family. And I want to ask you, what are the routines and habits you're developing to keep your mental well-being on track? Are you confident enough with your actions? Would you be open to professional assistance when dealing with self-complications? Okay. So the next slide we have is on spiritual relationships. So a question for you. How well is your relationship with spirituality? How much gratitude are you giving to yourself and to your spiritual side on a daily basis? Do you read scriptures and pursue fellowship for your faith? And do you believe in your higher self-worth or higher being? Finally, do you believe there is a spiritual welfare in your life? Do you battle inner demons? For example, I am an LDS Christian, a Latter-day Saint. So I repent every day, read scriptures, believe in the Holy Trinity, in dietary laws, and the afterlife. And this is how my relationship with my spirituality has improved my health. It helped me have a clean diet and a clean mind. This belief in God also gave me optimism and relief. It also gave me a warm, healthy, influential community. And I have a healthier self-image and a better self-esteem because of this church. Don't we all want these things? Next, we'll cover the daily habits antidote. Firstly, how well are you structuring your daily routines? Do you have clutterness, or do you have urgency engineered environments? In other words, are you messy or are you efficient? Knowing the importance also keep your mind clear of negativity, challenges, and temptations, so that you can thrive. It's the only ways to hear God better, and of course, get closer to God. And next, are you able to execute your daily priorities without struggling to pull it off? Procrastination and lifestyle designed to action taking? So, what are you doing right now? Is it giving the results you want? Here's a quote to remember. When you build habits, the habits build you, by John Osborne. Does this quote resonate with you? If so, how so? What can you do right now with all that you have? Is it possible to live the life you want? And what are you willing to do immediately to fix this? Alright, next we have wealth creations and retentions. My first question is, are you currently happy with what you're doing to make the money you believe you deserve? Are you doing things like pursuing important callings, career vocations, business goals, and overall income, money-making goals? Do you feel that what you've done in the past and present has resonated with your life mission? You gotta be reflecting on your past achievements and influences. And also, have you created an environment you want to live around? And have you invested in your self-development journey? For example, did you get a coach? Did you go to school or go back to school? Did you get any professional help in learning things you don't know, like getting a teacher or tutor? We have the opportunity to upgrade your life. Would you hesitate? Now that is something to think about. Alright, now we have skills and assets. I want you to ask yourself this. With what you're currently doing, are you fully satisfied with what you can do with your God-given gifts and talents in your current state? Do you have skills and certifications? Do you have further learning that you need in order to become the true expert in your field? How much are you willing to invest in learning what you need to know? Does your current skill match your self-identity? In other words, who you want to be? How much more do you need to become your complete self? And how often do you learn more about yourself, others, and about new things and God? Do you aim to keep on learning? And next up, we got, wait for it, being human. So, this is our last antidote, guys. Are you still with me? If you guys like this presentation, hit the reaction button below. Woot woot. And now my question to you is, do you know what makes you human? Do you know what makes you human? Anyone? What does God mean in the Bible when he said that we are created in his image? It means you're special. So, with that said, if I ask you to ask all of your friends and family about how much they like your presence, what would they say? How many people would say that just by being with you, that you've changed your life and you changed their life in the ways worth remembering? How would you say you're able to deal with being around people? Are you an introvert or an extrovert? Are you a complete badass with everyone, or just an ambivert? Also, did you take the MTBI test, or know what that is? So an MTBI test, if you don't know, simply is a kind of personality test. They have 16 personalities that they generally group you in, and then they organize you in 4 personality traits: your thinking, feeling, your introvert extrovert field, your sensory or intuition field or something, and I'm not sure what the last one is. It's like, I think it's justice, or I'm not sure. Anyways, so it's like they will organize you into these 16 personalities, and then they'll tell you what you are. And then it'll let you know better what kind of career fields are best for you, and they'll tell you a little bit more about whether or not your way of thinking or your way of perceiving. Oh, that's the P, perceiving. If you're, you know, you are the trait that like to work in a very independent kind of work, like maybe like radiology or I don't know, treasurer, like something that doesn't require a lot of interactions, or if you want to work in a field that's like, social worker, where you're always around other people, or teacher. So, yeah, that's a little bit about the MTI test. And now let's go back to the business. What are things that you want to improve on to be a type of human being you want to be? Does your character align with your traits? Do you have the ability to understand and relate and influence those around you? Would you say that you're satisfied with the way you are right now, or what you can develop to be? And those, my friends, are the 6 antidotes to living your healthiest lives. Yay, we're done! Alright, but next, I want to share with you something before you go. I want to share with you some of the special scriptures that really resonate with you and me and this presentation. I want you to take a look at them yourself and really reflect on how they make you feel. How about that? So the first scripture is Psalms 30, verse 2. O Lord, my God, I cried to you for help, and you restored my health. How does that make you feel? And the next one is Jeremiah 17:14. Help, heal me, God, O Lord, and I shall be healed. Save me, and I shall be safe, for thou art my praise. Now what does that make you envision? The third one is Psalm 71, verse 20 to 21. Though you have made me see troubles, many and bitter, you will restore my life again from the depths of the earth. You will again bring me up. You will increase my honor and comfort me once more. Now what profound meaning does this scripture have on you? And lastly, Psalms 55:22. Cast your care on the Lord, and He will sustain you. He will never let the righteous be shaken. From the New International Version. Doesn't that make you feel so powerful and relieved? I like that one too. Before we go to the next section of the presentation, I want to show you some profound testimonials from my past clients. You see, these clients went through massive transformations with me, and therefore were committed to their new revived lives. And these were my very first 2 clients. The first one is from David. Here's what he says. Ellie's coaching tips and work has been really a great blessing and help for me. She's not only a good person who cares about her clientele, but she also is a great friend, and she became a great teacher by continued ways of teaching and getting to know individuals and their needs to be better in dealing with themselves in life. I was having problems with many social aspects and things around in my life. But with Emily's help, I've gotten a lot better in dealing with certain aspects of my life that she's been helping me out with in her life coaching abilities. If you want to change the ways things happen in your life or around you, I definitely recommend Emily for you to get into contact with or help to better yourselves. David and I are still talking and hanging out today. He was very much more invested in his life and love where it's taking him. And this is what Tiffany has to say. Emily is a great coach. She's helped me get my health back, and she helped me gain so many clients. Emily's helped me shred off 52 pounds, and I've never felt more young and free. I highly recommend her for personal coaching. I worked with Tiffany since January of this year, 2024, and she was able to achieve so much already. Next, there are plenty of online resources that back up my claims to show that I'm telling you the truth. I can provide you with the full list if you request. It even has citations. This is me researching that all yesterday, and this is what I found. If one were to ask, how does achieving good health strengthen one's spirituality levels, the answer you'll find online is this. Let me show you. Achieving good health can possibly impact one's spirituality through various mechanisms. Research indicates that spiritual care is a crucial component of high-quality healthcare, especially for critically ill patients and their families. This attention to spiritual well-being in healthcare is associated with benefits such as social, psychosocial adjustments to illness and reduced use of health services. Individuals living with chronic diseases such as adults with chronic obstructive pulmonary disease can experience improved spiritual health, leading to a state of comfort and well-being on a spiritual level. Moreover, maintaining good spiritual health is not only essential for psychological well-being, but also plays a significant role in disease recovery, fostering positive health behaviors and enhancing overall well-being. Spirituality is linked to various positive outcomes in healthcare setting. For example, religious and spiritual coping among older adults living with HIV and AIDS has reported to evoking comforting emotions, offer strength and empowerment, ease emotional burdens, and provide social support, among others. Additionally, the correlation between spiritual care and confidence and spiritual health among nurses highlights the importance of understanding spirituality, improving spiritual care perceptions, and assessing patients' spiritual health by providing quality spiritual care. By integrating patients' religious spiritual needs to medical care, healthcare providers can develop personalized care, leading to improved health outcomes. Furthermore, spiritual health has been associated with reduced levels of stress, anxiety, depression in patients, indicating that enhancing spiritual health can positively impact mental well-being. Studies have shown that spirituality can lead to reductions in anxiety and concern among patients and their families, facilitating acceptance and coping with health disorders. Additionally, spiritual intelligence has been linked to good health among the elderly, emphasizing the role of spiritual beliefs in daily life for overall well-being. In conclusion, these evidence suggests that achieving good health can strengthen one's spirituality levels by providing comfort, empowerment, social support, and a sense of meaning and acceptance. Integrating spiritual care into healthcare practices and understanding the relationship between spirituality and health and acknowledging the benefits of spiritual well-being can contribute to improved overall well-being and better health outcomes. And here on the side, you can see my 10 references. I don't know how to scroll down. Maybe I could do it like this. Nope. Anyways, there's 10 references. Okay, with that said, let's go back to the slides. Now, are you ready to take the 6 antidotes? So, are you ready and willing to do whatever it takes to be the best version of yourself that embodies your life mission? If you want to chat more on getting your healthiest life journey started, hop on a free 30-minute call with me, and the link is here on the screen. It is https://calendly.com/VesliStudio. That's spelled VESLISTUDIO. Now, don't worry. After the presentation, I'll put my slides in the description so people who can't read this link here can get the link and book the call later as well. And here are my social links, so you can now get in touch with me and my email to stay in the loop. That's it. Hope you guys have a blessed day ahead. Thanks again for being here. And that's all for today now. Bye. And let me give you these links right now. Take care. Yay.